A little shake to knock off the snow. Then these trees are picked up and loaded into a trailer.
We meet up about 9 o'clock in the morning, and then from there we get a plan on who's going to do what and what routes we're going to run.
The day after Christmas marks the start of the Scouts of America annual Scouting for Trees program.
Scouting for Trees is our biggest service project of the year.
The goal of the program is to ensure Christmas trees are recycled properly,
So we reduce the methane gas that's produced when those decompose in a landfill.
Monday, unsold trees were picked up from mall halls and dropped off at the Henry Dooley Zoo.
The trees are going to elicit a variety of natural behaviors depending on which species we give them to.
Caitlin Wichter says it may be a day later, still the animals will love this Christmas gift.
Our big cats really like to use these trees to scent mark, sniff, use their olfactory senses. Our small mammals and birds really like to hide and nest in them, and then maybe some of our bigger animals are going to use them actually to scratch on.
The Scouts plan to pick up nearly 7,000 trees this season.
It's a huge operation. We've got 9 troops that participate in this.
With every pickup, it's a great experience for the Scouts and much needed service for the community.
It just provides so many great opportunities for getting involved in your community, hanging out with friends, just getting to learn great skills.
Jonah Gilmore, KETV News Watch 7.
You tell me when to stop.
Inside the Hope Center for Kids Thursday night, they were serving up blessings, not just food.
Would you like turkey?
Single father E.J. Smith says being able to get a warm, free meal with his children means everything.
This is just a blessing. This is a blessing from God.
Grandfather Robert Anderson says especially with economic hard times right now, anything free helps a lot.
You know, it's a hard time nowadays, and there's still always so much to be thankful for. So we count our blessings and get together and have a good time.
But he says it's so much more than free food.
It's so much blessings to be able to come together with others, and we're just really enjoying this, you know.
The center's executive director, DeJuan Reddick, says that's exactly why they do this.
All people, doesn't matter what age, doesn't matter where you come from, you need time to spend time together, and usually over a warm meal will do well.
Abby Peterson, KETV.
Do you want gravy?
News Watch 7. 12 hours after shots were fired near 33rd and Ames, Omaha police had the road closed and evidence markers laying all over the ground.
I was just shocked to hear the number of victims at one location and so late at night.
Ricky Smith, the director of an anti-violence organization, Omaha 360, says the group got to work fast after hearing of the shooting.
What we'll do immediately is just work on our communication, trying to gather as much information that we can, try to provide some wraparound services to those families because we want to really be mindful of those victims and what they're going through and try to deal with that trauma first.
Smith says once they provide those resources to family, they provide any information they can to law enforcement.
We just really need to be mindful and intentional of the things that we're doing. That means we have to work together as partners. That means we have to have credible messengers who are out there who have been in the streets, who understand the street language and the way that things happen.
Douglas County Commissioner Chris Rogers says the mass shooting is alarming, but this isn't unique to Omaha. He says leaders need to think outside of the box to determine how to stop shootings like this.
I think we probably need to try to bring all the minds and the jurisdictions together and rally all the forces to kind of see what powers we all have, what things we can go cross lines.
Omaha Police Department declined an on-camera interview but sent this statement from Chief Todd Schmaderer, saying in part an after-hours party was occurring and a confrontation took place resulting in gunfire. There is no indication it was a random shooting. He says police presence will be increased for the time being. The mayor's office also declined an on-camera interview. In a statement, Jean Stothert offers her sympathy to the family of the person killed. She also says she has, quote, confidence in the Omaha Police Department to thoroughly investigate the shooting and provide the resources needed to ensure public safety. Rogers says this tragedy provides opportunity to make change going forward.
University of Virginia gave their recommendations after holding public feedback sessions with residents about the 10-1 election voting system. They say majority of residents want to keep the current system in place. Currently, the city follows a 10-1 voting system that was implemented and used in last year's 2022 election. Under this system, each person votes only for the mayor and the council member for their district. The 10-1 system was imposed by the General Assembly during the last election following litigation that played out in court. Under the old at-large system, voters are able to vote for every candidate who ran for city office regardless of their district. Around 3,000 residents gave feedback that was presented today.
The majority of participants spoke in support of a 10-1 system. They say it's improved the representativeness of the city council.
UVA consultants presented other options that could be used in the future, such as ranked ballot voting, where voters rank their choices in numerical order. The city will have to go before the General Assembly and let them know what election system the city plans to use. Mayor Dyer says City Council will discuss this at their late summer retreat. In Virginia Beach, I'm Leandra Head, News 3.